Are you fucking... I mean, you really don't have anything. Listen.
How would I find that out if he secretly had a girlfriend?
If this doesn't have some kind of meat in it, we're going to hang up on you.
Do you wear like a full body like scuba suit and then just with the crotch cut out?
Full body scuba suit, just the dick hole cut out.
Yeah.
She wants to start a life with you, bro. And you're asking me? You have the audacity?
Baby, you're free to be into what you're into. Baby, you're free to let in who you want in you. Baby, you're free. The Sunday morning, Sunday morning, Sunday morning orgy.
Welcome to
you little gangbangers.
Sunday morning orgy.
Welcome
Gangbangers.
You little slutty nymphos.
Ooh.
Welcome to Sunday Morning Orgy, the podcast
Welcome.
that's already ruining my personal life.
Barely released. Less than 12 hours out there, and Michael's already completely fucked.
Yeah, we just... Not completely, but we just released our first episode, and there's been a little fallout.
Just a teensy-weensy bit.
Just a teensy-weensy bit.
Honestly, it could have been worse. Could still get worse.
It's going to get...
It has to.
For sure. Welcome, everyone, to Sunday Morning Orgy. I'm your host. I'm one of your three hosts, Michael Guggenheim. I'm here joined today on this lovely evening with Andrew Thomas.
Hello, everyone.
And Rachael Sassara.
It's me.
Rachael tonight is calling in remotely
because
from...
she
I am.
abandoned us.
This really, if anything, just shows how much I care calling in remotely.
Rachael is not here in Los Angeles with us at the house tonight. She broke our pod, and now she's on her way to become infected with coronavirus.
That's the plan.
So,
it's going well so far.
What's up first tonight? What are we dipping our little weenies into?
I feel emotional.
I know, and I've been trying to prepare Michael for this for weeks.
Why'd you leave? He's a wreck.
I try to.
Well, first of all, I have no energy, and I'm feeling.
He screams loudly with so much energy.
No, I just am feeling kind of irritated. No, I'm grumpy. No, but I shouldn't be grumpy. We released the first episode today to much fanfare. Fans all over the globe, writing in. So if you're a fan,
they love it,
and if you have
people love it.
Relationship problems, not just regular problems.
Yeah. We're too grumpy for the regular problems.
I'm not. Yeah, I can't. But yeah, if you're having a dating problem, let's tell people what this podcast is. This is Sunday Morning Orgy. This is a podcast that is for love and sex and dating advice. You're probably unhappy. You're probably deeply unfulfilled, concerned that you'll end up alone, or even that you're maybe sitting here next to your husband or wife with your headphones in and you're quietly wondering whether this was really the right choice to build your life with this person.
Whoever this person is just started going, oh my God, they know.
So anyway, if that describes you, then this is the podcast for you.
For all those with
Welcome.
Chronic horniness.
This podcast is three friends talking shit about themselves and everyone else and all the shenanigans they get up to.
She has to make it like someone from a marketing agency wrote it. It's like make it the least
This podcast is for lost souls to find their way to booty holes.
Dude, you know what I heard today was the thick apple instead of the big apple for New York. And so I was thinking about Los Angeles, and I was like, what is our...
thick apple?
Yeah, so I was like, we're the city of angels. So I was like, we're the city of anal. That's our thing.
Or the thick
that's
angels.
Nice.
No, it's going to be the thick...
I would love that, a thick angels.
Doesn't make any sense. This is horrible. We're doing terrible tonight.
I did something kinky today. Do you guys want to hear about it? In preparation for this podcast.
Yeah, tell us.
I ate a banana Laffy Taffy, and I hate banana Laffy Taffies, but I was like, eat it, you little slut.
Oh, I like that.
That's my favorite type of Laffy Taffy.
Ew.
So anyway, what the fuck are we doing? I have no energy. I'm ruining this whole fucking thing. And I'm kind of pissed off. Why am I so mad? We just released the fucking first podcast and everyone loves it and it's going great and everything's going great and my life is good.
Should we take a jerk off break?
No, then I'll fall asleep. I don't think that's gonna get me like more hype.
Maybe you should just edge yourself.
Anyway, this is a love and advice podcast that is for lonely, sad people.
Jesus. Because that was much better and more uplifting.
No, I'm trying things out. I'm trying to figure this out.
People are lonely and sad right now. Everyone's at their house
So listen, people, you little fucking slut. Listen to daddy. You write us a fucking email at sundaymorningorgy@gmail.com and you tell us what, you need help with. Okay? Come out.
Let us know.
What types of problems can people write in to tell us about, Andrew?
Anything, man. If you're horny and you can't figure out why you can't get dick, can't figure out why you can't get pussy, figure out why, whatever else you want.
What if I want to ask a question about butt stuff? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
What if I want to ask a question about threesomes? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
What if I want to ask a question about marriage? Is that okay?
We got him.
We got him.
Rachel, what can people write in about?
Do you have a terrible relationship with your mom? Do you want to talk to someone else who does?
That's no, don't do that.
Unless it's sexual.
Listen, it has to be, yeah.
Are you fucking your mom and you can't figure out how to end it?
Wait, no, because now I have something to say about this. Listen to me. Don't just write into us to say that you have a bad relationship with your mom, okay? What you do is you write into us and explain what your romantic, sexual, love, marriage problems are. And yes, if you suspect that there's some connection between a bumpy relationship with your mother, fine, then write into us about that. Okay?
Also, I think it's kind of arrogant to assume that, like, just self-diagnose, like, I have a bad relationship with your mom. Like,
we're the experts.
We're supposed to decide
We're the experts.
Like, don't judge yourself. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, we're going to judge you.
Yeah, let us do it.
We're going to judge you.
All right.
Okay.
So speaking of judging, let's check in with
one of our greatest guests of the Sunday Morning Orgy, Mr. Sean from Colorado, Rachel's best friend, handsome, mustachioed love machine.
Tattooed.
One of the sexiest guys this side of the Mississippi.
We're going to check in because we heard that he has an update for us on this dirty shower hoe that he was working hard on. With the boyfriend. Rachel, why don't you quickly recap for the audience, because maybe they forget from last week. It's been a whole week. There's been a lot of things that have been going on.
A lot has happened.
Rachel, why don't you go through that? Make yourself useful.
Yeah. Okay. Well, rude. Sean's had a flirtatious friendship with a coworker for the better part of a year.
No, I don't think so.
I think it's been like a year.
All right. People just want to hear the information. You don't need to color it all up.
I'm trying to make it exciting.
Okay, so first of all, let's welcome back Sean.
Welcome back, Sean.
Hey.
I'm slow clapping. This is where I'm at.
Recapping what's been going on with our friend Sean. He has a girl at work who he had a flirtation with, but she had a boyfriend, but she would do lots of things.
They would run together, right?
They'd run together. She would tell him he's not really my boyfriend a lot, and she would smash his ass with a ski pole. So a lot.
Straight up the asshole.
A lot of funny business. When we left off Sean last week, he said that he was going to take this girl into the woods with him and have his way, or something like that. I believe we advised him to ask her to take a shower with him.
Yeah.
So we're gonna.
You were trying to get me to like tongue punch her butthole. That's what I remember.
It's possible.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's possible that one of us said that. When we last left off with Sean, he was about to go on an early morning run with this girl whose name I believe was Annie. and he was going to make his move. So why don't you fill us in with what went down, John?
Went out the next morning, drove up to the mountains.
Together?
Yeah, together.
You picked her up? Were you driving?
Yeah, did you go pick her up?
I went and picked her up, yeah.
Filthy.
And
did she sit in the passenger seat or in the back?
Do you guys touch when you see each other?
Oh, not really.
You don't do like a friendly hug or like a friendly kiss or a hand job?
just a friendly HJ.
Yeah.
Sean, would you describe yourself as a hugger?
No, I'm like not a fan of touching 90% of the time.
You're not
Sean
a
and I
fan
have been
of
best
touching?
friends for like 6 years, and we've maybe hugged 5 times.
How do you overcome that to have sex?
Man, how do I overcome that?
So what I'm imagining is that he does the least amount of touching possible with sex. So he like keeps his hands like way up and back, and he has her spread her legs as wide as they can, like real gymnast spread eagle shit. And then he very gently inches forward, and
like only the penis and vagina touch each other.
Yeah,
nothing
yeah,
else.
yeah, nothing else.
Wow.
Yep.
That's actually kind of sexy. Like
I like that.
I would like to try that.
I would give it a shot. Yeah, I wouldn't not do it.
Do you wear like a full body like scuba suit and then just with the crotch cut out?
And no condom.
Full body scuba suit, no condom, just the dick hole cut out.
I'm going to text a girl that.
This is an interesting thing that we didn't talk about at all last week. You don't like touching. Please explain.
Not a whole lot. I wasn't raised around huggers, I guess. I'm not a big fan of casual hugs with people I don't know that well.
Or his best friends.
Well, you're also not really a hugger, though.
That's true. I'm not. I am more of a hugger now, though. I've grown into it.
I mean, you guys should have, the first time we ever hugged each other.
You and I?
Yeah. Oh my God. Specifically bad.
You remember it?
Oh yeah.
It was that
on
bad?
Both our parts. Yeah. We're like, all right, well, I guess I'll see you around on down the trail then. Bye. And we both kind of like went in like a couple times. Like, you ever see 2 crawdads or lobsters like come at each other? Like, that was what it looked like.
This reference is just completely lost on me. I'm really, I did grow up in the suburbs, but the truth is that Andrew's from Tennessee and Rachel is from the woods somewhere. So anyway, you were saying that you don't do a lot of touching with Annie, and
she will like go out of her way in the office, throw an arm around me from time to time. I'm never prepared for it, so I get real stiff real quick.
That's what's supposed to happen.
Yeah. The first thought is like, who the fuck's touching me? Because she's short and she sneaks up on me. And then after I figure that out and I calm down, it's fine.
I want to give you some homework to do, because you did say that you would like to feel a little more comfortable in your romantic relationships with initiating touch. Let's say you have a situation where you are hanging out. She, let's say, puts her arm around your shoulders, right? What I want you to do is, in that moment, I want you to just take your free arm that's close to her and just put it around her waist.
That's good advice.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say grab her hand and put her fingers in your mouth. So that's a much less aggressive move.
Listen, we're talking about advice for him, not me. These are advanced level moves.
Put her whole fist in your mouth.
To put it in terms that Sean can understand as a skiing, snowboarding Colorado boy, you're still on the bunny hill. I don't know if I would take her fingers and put them in my mouth. Maybe I would. I mean, not right now during Corona, but putting my fingers into a girl's mouth as a move, that's a double black right there.
That's a double black diamond.
Does she weasel herself like under your arm?
That's just where she's standing. Like,
what do you do with your hand?
Oh, man.
Do you ever move her around? Women love to be moved.
Not really.
Oh my God. No, this is so true.
Women.
This is so true. Anytime a man moves me in any sort of way, like out of the way or in the way, any direction, like grabbing my shoulders and pushing me over in a direction, I'm like, yep, like fine, I'll do it.
What I want you to do is just sort of gently put your hand on the back of her neck.
Interesting.
And then at some point, I just want you to sort of gently move her away from you a little bit, and then maybe a little bit back towards you. And then at some point, move her away and let her go, just so that she can feel that energy of you sort of pushing her and pulling her body is very arousing. It's a way to non-verbally communicate something physical and to engage with that other person's physical presence.
I mean, that is definitely the drawback of not being very those nonverbal communications are like not on the table if I'm not comfortable touching people. So I think that is definitely the drawback.
Well, you just got to practice.
It's fucking homework for a reason, not because you're an expert at it already. So do you think you can do that? Can you handle that?
Yeah, that seems achievable.
Okay, good. Yeah, don't yank her around or anything. It's gentle. It's gentle. And obviously, if she reacts weird to any of it, you back off. You go in with confidence and you just move the girl around a little bit. Rachel, does this track?
Absolutely. It's like a subtle, I am stronger than you. I am man. You just pick it up right away.
Yeah. So back to the story.
Yeah. So we just start running, chatting, shooting the shit for like 45 minutes or so. Meanwhile, let's be real. I struggle to touch people on the shoulder. I'm probably not going to go straight off the bat, be like, let's take a shower.
You saying that doesn't make it any more reasonable. You should be ashamed. And also, we should have fucking talked about this last week. But one thing I want to know before you tell us what happened next is when you guys are shooting the shit, you spend a long time together just talking about stuff. Do topics come up that are sort of sexual or romantic? Does she talk about her boyfriend? Does she complain about him? Does she flirt with you?
Like while we're running, not really. But it's not really like a sexy activity. So like paint a picture of how I look during this. I'm like in much worse shape than she is. So I'm sweating heavily. I've got bits of fruit snack stuck in my mustache.
This is not an accurate representation of what Sean looks like when he's running. I just have to jump in here because he's also basically naked. He's got tiny little shorts on, and she's probably in a sports bra and shorts too. Everybody's naked.
Can we also debunk some myths right now?
Yeah, I don't see what the problem with the fruit snacks is. That should seem appealing to her.
And I also don't. Yeah, she can have a little snack while she's making out with you. Plus, let's debunk this myth about being sweaty. Girls love a hard-working, sweaty man.
They do.
Yeah.
How do you feel about a hardworking, sweaty man with a variety of insects caught in his chest sweat that have drowned there?
Even better.
And are now kind of stuck.
Mountain man.
Yeah, she knows you're an animal. Yeah. She's not looking for some clean-cut, slick city boy.
Have you ever heard of a story called The Beauty and the Beast?
Can we talk about how the Beast is so much more attractive than the prince he turns into? And what a gyp that is?
Absolutely.
Belle, right?
He's like this big, sexy beast man, and then he turns into like blonde,
hairless,
just like smooth shit man.
Smooth.
Shit, man.
Yeah.
I have never thought of it that way at all, but that's shockingly.
Yeah.
You just would slide right off that.
Yeah.
I have to say, I'm very aroused by the idea of getting hot and sweaty
with bugs
with a girl. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not because I'm the one running.
Well, that was the point of the shower. You fucking asshole.
So
what happens next?
So, we're out there and I'm just trying to turn the conversation towards non-running stuff, like get something going. Cause I'm, you're in my head. I'm like, I gotta invite her to shower or do something. Like I gotta get like,
you as in Michael, Michael's in your head. You're hearing
Michael's in my head.
The almighty Michael voice.
Yeah. My feet are like, and every couple steps, all I'm hearing is like, you hate dick. You hate your dick.
Wait, that's. I mean, there's no judgments here, and there's lots of different sexual preferences. But you do. I just want to make sure you understand. Right. I hate dick is specifically for people who normally love dick.
Right.
So, it really what it is you have to say, I have no dick. Anyway, so you're thinking about that, and you're getting horny. You're getting your short shorts are riding up, and your balls are
pitching a tent so far that your shorts aren't even touching your legs.
Oh yeah, that's right. And his balls are just swinging out one side, going back in, and swinging out the other side. And he's getting all that sweat and grime and the scent of those dead insects rising up into your nostrils, turning you into a caveman.
And her
that
sports
just wants
bra
to find his
is
cave woman and take
saturated.
her back to his cave.
Her sports bra is saturated?
Yeah.
Saturated with sweat. Oh my God.
Oh man.
Bring it out and slurp it off the ground.
And I have to say, I don't know if you've ever tried this, Sean, but a girl straight out the gym, just run my tongue from her feet up to her mouth, like all the way,
Salty.
I don't know if you ever tried it, but there's a type of, I don't know what you would call it,
Salt.
like musky
Jim Musk,
especially in the pussy.
It's nice.
A sweaty pussy of a girl who hasn't showered yet, and she's like been out all day, just like sweating and grinding in the heat. She's building a shed in your backyard.
It's like a mixture.
She's building a shed.
Why can't she be building a shed, Rachel?
Because women can't build stuff.
That's not true. Actually, I have a bunch of women in my life who can handle a fucking table saw better than I can. So you're sexist and you're antiquated and your views aren't appreciated in 2020. Okay,
they are.
All I'm saying is eat some sweaty pussy at some point in your life. It's delicious. But moving on. So you're sweaty, you're horny. She's sweaty, she's horny. You're both dripping in all kinds of places.
Romantic.
You're ready. Yeah, you're having a romantic run. And what? So what do you do? What do you do, Sean?
So I was like, what are you doing after this? Or no, she asked me what I was doing after it. And I was like,
horny.
I'm going to go grab a pizza. Do you want to come with me?
Hell yeah.
And she's like, I told my friend I'd go climbing with him.
Friend?
Yeah. It's her former roommate.
Jesus Christ. Do you see what's happening, Sean? Do you see what's happened? Do you understand the gravity of the situation that you're in right now, Sean?
No.
Listen. You have a woman who's unhappy with her younger, little penised boyfriend, okay? She's come to you and she said, listen, like, I don't even really have a boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. She's saying all this stuff. She's smashing your ass with fucking ski poles. She is putting her arm around you. She's asking you to do early morning runs with her. This is a girl who is itching for the stank of an older man. Okay. and you have it.
Right.
You have it, Sean. And now what's happening is it's been so long and she's like, well, I guess we're just friends. I guess he's just my friend. Like I did all this stuff. I asked him to do stuff with me and this and that. And he like kind of ignored it and whatever. And so then there's some other guy who's not her boyfriend he's giving her.
I know them, this other guy, and it's her best friend's ex-boyfriend, and it's like a very.
Are you fucking kidding me, Sean?
Wow.
Wow, bro. Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow. Bro.
Wow.
Best friend's ex-boyfriend.
You know what you do with
That's some shady shit.
Rachel.
No.
Rachel, let me ask you a question. What do you do with your best friend's ex-boyfriend? You just be friends?
You suck his dick. That's what you do.
What do you do? Do you just have a platonic relationship with one-on-one meetups with your best friend's ex-boyfriend? Do you do that, Rachel?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. You rim the inside of that man's colon.
That's the only purpose of seeing that man still.
I think you guys are wildly misunderstanding the dynamic, but you know.
Well, is her best friend
a
boy? Is this a gay guy?
No, this is her best friend's that girl from
the girl who also has the hots for you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, wait. So I'm confused. This is so incestuous. Yeah. The other girl who wants to fuck you, which you also, man, you have no dick, bro. I hate to say it. I'm trying not to say it. But I'm like, God damn, you got like one little hottie cutie coming. You got the other hottie cutie coming. You're not pulling the trigger on anything. You're not asking anyone to take a shower with you. She says, what are you doing after this?
This is the part I'm confused about. She's asking you, what are you doing afterwards? And she's like, you come up with a plan. And she's like, oh, sorry, I already got a plan.
No, this is why. I'll tell you exactly why. All these things, all these moments are opportunities. They're shit tests, right? A girl's trying to shit test you. She's trying to make sure that you're the guy. Right? Like she wants to know she's protected, provided for. She wants to know that you're going to dick her down if she needs to get dicked down.
So like in this scenario, she says like, what are you doing after this? You got to say, I'm taking you back to my place and putting you in my shower.
I said, yeah.
And we're going to get clean.
You look at this girl in the eye and you say, bitch, you stank and I'm going to wash your filthy little body up in my shower. That's what you got to say to that girl. I mean, look, you say it in your own way, but you could have been like, oh, like I thought we could shower at my place after this.
And we could eat pizza in the shower.
And she'd be like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I thought you could shower with me after this at my place. And then she's like, what? And you're like, what? Are you deaf, girl? You can get your ears checked. I'm trying to take a shower with you. And
then it is key to ask her if she's deaf.
Look, all I'm saying is you just tell the girl, you're like, why don't we go back to my place and have a shower? That's what you say. You just say it straight, and when she's like trying to check you, she's gonna check you. If you say that shit, if if you make a move like
she's
this,
gonna be like, well.
What she's gonna do, she's gonna look at you like you ain't the type of guy who can ask her to do something like that. And all you have to do is just look at her earnestly and don't react, right? Because what 90% of fucking dudes do is they try to make some kind of move and the girl's like, I don't know. And then he gets all butthurt and he goes, oh, well, I'm sorry. I mean, I didn't mean it. I didn't, blah, 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 all this shit. And then she's like, right. I shit tested you and now I see you're full of shit. And so she doesn't go for it, right? She asks you what you're doing and you're like, oh, maybe I'll get a pizza. Like, do you want to come? No, like, you got to tell that girl, oh, like, let's go get pizza. What are you doing? Let's go fucking back to my room. Let me eat your booty hole.
Bring the ski pole. Let's get weird.
But anyway, so she asks you what you're doing after this, which is a total, I mean, she's playing you. And now there's some other dude who's her fucking best friend's ex-boyfriend, which is ridiculous. Why is she hanging out with that guy?
It is weird. Like, I get that you're saying we don't understand the dynamic totally. And like, in some ways we don't because we don't know these people.
Yeah.
But it is odd.
Yeah. Well, she lived with them for a while. She's friends with both of them still. And he also works with us.
I understand that. But dog, like when people, listen.
When people climb together, they slime together.
Exactly.
Oh, wow. That's fucking beautiful.
But for real, there's a real thing where it's like, look, man, we've all been in situations where it's like, okay, there's some, you're living with somebody and the fucking, the girl's over the house all the time and she sees you with your shirt off all the time. She sees this, that, whatever. Look, all I'm just saying is that people, they're curious. They're curious about their friends' girlfriends, their friends' boyfriends, whatever. Like, they're very curious about that stuff. I mean, look, we had a couple, who the woman in the relationship had a sex dream about me, and it was this whole hubbub, I don't know where I was going with that, but I'm just saying that, like, we're friends.
Michael just wants everyone to know.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying.
He was in someone's sex dream.
Listen, I'm in a lot of people's sex dreams, but I'm saying this was a thing that came out. It came out that she had a sex dream about me.
People like to color outside the lines, They have imaginations.
Right. Andrew's got a friend. What's that thing your friend said?
Just because you're chained to the fence doesn't mean you can't bark at traffic.
Yeah.
You're full of good ones tonight, Andrew. I really appreciate it.
Anyway, all I'm saying is that it's a fucking suspect situation. It's a suspect situation. Because listen, put this in your head, right? You got Annie, who's got a thing for you, right? Mm-hmm. Ellie has got a thing for you, right?
Yeah.
Ellie has a thing for her boyfriend at the time.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? If Annie's into you and Ellie's into you and Ellie was into this other dude, then why would Annie not be into this other dude?
Gotcha.
I'm not saying it doesn't always follow like that, but I'm saying you're acting like there's no way that's a possibility. But I gotta say, this bitch is spending a lot of time with dudes who aren't her fucking boyfriend one-on-one. And we have all this fucking crazy evidence of shit she was doing with you that was indicating that she was trying to fucking...
ski pole.
She's trying to catch your baloney, dog. That's what I'm saying. The point is you should be worried. You should be like, I need to fucking strike while the iron's hot before this girl gets snapped up by some little horny quarantine fucking climbing partner.
All right, keep going. Keep telling the story.
So she's like, you want to come climbing with us? And I was like, I just ran for 3 hours, so I'm going to take the rest of the day off.
Classic girl move.
Dude, these Colorado girls are hilarious. Such a physical fitness test.
Girls love to take two dudes and put them in a very specific comparison type situation.
It's like the help me move thing.
Yeah.
Oh, help me. Don't even get me started about help me move. We don't have time to talk about that tonight. We will address it on a future podcast, this help me move bullshit.
Well, and on some level, I'm like, I don't want to go because I know that he's a way better climber than I am. So I'm like, I don't even want to show up for this.
And I have to tell you, that is the point. She's inviting you to do this thing with this other guy. Listen, I had this fucking girl a couple of years ago who we had this whole fucking thing. And then it was like, hey, you want to go to the fucking haunted hayride, which is a very date type of thing. And this is a girl that I've been trying to date for a while at the time. And she shows up with this other fucking dude. She shows up with another dude, right? And he's like a guy I know. He's a cool guy and I like him and stuff. But it was hilarious. At some point, she goes to walk back over to her car. And I was like, damn, like this bitch is fucking crazy. And he's like, what are you talking about? Oh, me and you both want to fuck her. And he was not ready for that. He did not, because it was true. And like, I knew he had a crush, because actually she had told me that he had kissed her maybe a day or two before, but she didn't really know how she felt about him. So this fucking bitch, she's doing the classic thing. She's getting the two guys together, which she's kind of interested in.
And let them duke it out.
Exactly.
Two men enter.
Like our ancestors.
One man actually does enter.
And the other one leaves. It's like the animal kingdom, all right? It's like the fucking the mooses, all right? They do that shit.
Yeah. What'd you just say? The mooses?
All right. So anyway, so you tell her to fuck off. Is that it?
I mean, basically, I was like,
fucking kidding me?
No, it continues.
Okay, thank God.
We're still driving back, and she's like, hey, you know what we should do? I'm expecting like another run or something. And she's like we should go camping. And I was like, yeah, all right, what? And she's like, yeah, because we can work remote. We should just go out for like 2 or 3 weeks and just live out of our cars.
She's trying to play house?
With who?
Just to be clear, because I don't understand the Colorado camping etiquette.
Yeah.
Well, frankly, I don't know shit about camping at all.
Yeah, he really doesn't know much about camping or mooses.
Was it pretty clear that it was just the two of you? Or is it kind of open? Is it like, oh, a bunch of us, let's all go?
No, well, I was like, it seemed it's just the two of us.
Jesus Christ.
She's complaining a little bit on the run about like her boyfriend he's going to like live out of a van. Like his lease is up.
For God's sake, Sean. Earlier when I said, did she say anything on the run when you were bantering that was complaining about her boyfriend,
Michael.
or it was
it's
sexual, or
I
was?
gotta remember.
Well, that's an important detail. She's complaining about how her bum ass boyfriend about to be homeless.
He's gonna live in a van down by the river.
Which I want to be clear. This is just for me, okay? I know it just sounded like I was talking shit on someone who wants to live out of a van. That's not how I feel personally at all. I know other people feel that way. But, yo, girl, you got your little van. You driving around your little van. You live in your van. I'm still down, girl. You know, I'm down to clown around in that van. All right, we can get a little cowboy rodeo action, get hog wild in that van. That's all I'm saying.
Thanks for the fucking Michael's PSA.
I'm saying that you living in a van doesn't preclude me from wanting to date you. That's all I'm saying. For me personally, I
don't want to date you if you live in a van. I don't think.
Okay. I get why people feel differently, but of course I could date a girl who lives in a van. I live in a house. I have my thing figured out. You know what I mean? She can come hang out at my house. I can spend the night in the van. We can go road trip around. It actually sounds kind of cool.
Okay, Michael is pro van.
So she wants to go camping with you, and her boyfriend's chill with that for like 2 to 3 weeks.
Idea.
He's probably absolutely not chill with it.
So my question is like, you know, if she starts like shitting on her boyfriend, what's my response to that supposed to be like? My natural response is to just not really go one way or the other.
Yeah, no, this is a great question. Just to recap here, what Sean's asking is, what do you do when a girl starts shitting on her boyfriend to you while you're hanging out and she's offering to go camping solo with you? You fuck the bitch. You fuck this fucking bitch, Sean. That's what you do. You fuck this fucking girl who's been smashing your fucking ass with rods on the fucking ski slope and going on runs with you and doing all this flirty shit. You fuck this fucking girl, Sean. That's what you do.
You gotta make her forget. Make her forget the dude.
What in the fuck do you not understand about what we're saying? You ask this bitch to take a shower with you. That's what you do when a girl starts shitting on her boyfriend after hanging out with you and asking if you want to go on some lover's weekend getaway in the middle of nowhere.
Not even a weekend.
2 to 3 weeks
of camping.
She wants to fuck you for a month.
She doesn't just want to fuck. She wants to start a fucking family, bro. She wants to
have your kids.
She wants to start a life with you. But you're going away for 3 months with someone. She wants to start a life with you, bro. And you're asking me? You have the audacity to ask me what the fuck you're supposed to say? You're supposed to say, listen, bitch. Yes, I'll go camping.
If she starts complaining about your boyfriend,
fucking Christ.
Just look around and be like, who? Huh? Who?
Huh?
Who are you talking about? There's no one here named whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah, you don't even learn his name. Don't even learn his name.
Like, say it wrong all the
time.
time.
So what the fuck happened? Did you say yes? Did you say, yes, I'm going to go camping with you for three months and we're going to fucking...
Initially, I was like, I don't know. I'll get back to you on that.
Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. What in the fuck is going on, bro? I can't handle this. I can't handle it because I don't know what to do. It's like I'm telling this motherfucker to ask this bitch to take a shower with him, and he doesn't do any of that. And then
but she still asked him to camp for 3 weeks. Dude, that's like T-ball, bro. You just got to hit it. Yeah, hit it off the tee.
I got to be honest. I don't know if this podcast can help you, Sean. If a girl that I am really all about, if a girl who I have a huge fucking crush on, and I've had a crush on for like a year, asked me to go camping with her for 3 fucking weeks in the middle of nowhere with just her, I just say yes. No, frankly, what I do is in that moment, I just grab her and I taste the inside of her mouth. That's what I do, Sean. You know what I do? I look at her, I don't say anything, and I say, open your mouth, and I stick my fingers in her mouth.
Yeah.
And that's it.
You double black diamond that shit.
I double black diamond that shit. All right, Sean, you got to get the fuck out of here. I can't listen to any more of this story. We will check in with you next week and see what has happened. Thanks for calling in. We love you, buddy.
Yeah.
Sean doesn't have a dick. No, Sean doesn't have a dick.
All dad. Oh shit, you don't have a dick, and this bitch wanna take you on a camping trip. She wanna fuck, she's slicker than a bag of fish, but you ain't even have one, half a shrimp. You better find her soon before she moves on, cause she don't want a doodle, don't sling the schlong. You want someone in your room besides your mom, you're gonna need a dick to fuck any Sean.
Sean doesn't have a dick. No, he doesn't have a dick. Sean doesn't have a dick. No dick. Sean doesn't have a dick. I can't get no pussy if you don't have dick. Sean doesn't have a dick. Oh, Sean doesn't have a dick. He doesn't have a dick. Sean doesn't have a dick. Come on, Sean, where's your dick? Sean doesn't have a dick. Sean doesn't have a dick. He doesn't have a dick. Come on, Sean, where's your dick?
All right, so Jesus Christ, guys, that was unbelievable. I'm actually really glad that we checked in with him. But I mean, come on, like what was with him?
Dude, there's something in the mountain water or something.
Yeah, he just gets himself into these situations with girls.
Dude, that girl is begging.
She is doing everything in her power, and he seems like he's doing everything in his power to fuck it all up. I feel like these are the types of conversations I was having with him like 3.5 years ago. Jesus, man, like a girl invites you, a girl who you have this huge crush on, who has been complaining to you about her fucking boyfriend and is touchy with you and is doing all this stuff, and you got this huge crush, and then she's like, let's go away together alone on a camping trip in seclusion for 3 weeks.
For 3 weeks, yeah. I don't know.
I am disgusted. So let's move on.
We need to talk about something else.
We need to talk about Doug.
Yeah.
What's new with Doug today? Has he got a family or is it AIDS? What's new with Doug today? Rachel, you better have some shit to say.
Doug.
We need to talk about whether Rachael cares about the podcast enough to get some answers.
We need answers.
We need answers, Rachael. The world is listening. They've been waiting for 2 weeks with nothing.
I have close to answers, I would say. I don't know if I have answers.
Close to answers.
That's exciting, though.
Are you going to edge us?
I don't know, maybe. Are you into that?
You better finish us off.
Tonight. Michael's too mad right now to be edged.
I know, he's too agitated.
We're blue-balled to the gills.
To the gills.
Like horny fish.
Andrew and I are both sitting on our testicles. They've grown large with anticipation, and it's very painful.
You guys are engorged with frustration.
Here's the recap. Rachel meets Doug at an actor thing. He's got a girlfriend at the time. Doesn't matter. He's still inviting her to shit. They walk around. They fuck eventually after he says some bullshit about wanting to be friends.
It's a weird story. Let's quickly hone in on that because this is a big thing that we're trying to figure out.
What the fuck is going on?
What is going on with him that he would say, hey, I just want to be friends, but also I'm super attracted to you. And then she's like,
yeah,
okay. And then he's like, stay over my house. And she said, not if we're just going to be friends. So then he goes, okay, I'm going to send you home. And then her car's locked in this thing, so she can't go home. So then he brings her back inside and then they get drunk and they fuck. It doesn't make sense. And then the next day he goes, I just want to be friends again.
Well, he didn't really say, I just want to be friends. He just was like, sorry that I did that, even though I said I wanted to be friends.
This whole night so far is filling me with disgust.
Rachel, give us something to get excited about.
I may quit the podcast. if it keeps going this way.
Rachel, you gotta give us something. Just lie to us. Lie to us and tell us the story we want to hear.
He said he wanted to be friends again. Then you fucked again. And then you had no new news for us about whether listen, the thing that a lot of people are writing in and saying is that he has a girlfriend and has had a girlfriend this whole time. And that's the only thing that really explains why he would hem and haw so much and be like, I want to, but I can't, and all this stuff. Or
that's it.
He has AIDS. It could be AIDS.
These are the two options you've given me.
Let's hope it's the girlfriend. So
I saw him again. Again, he was like texting me all week. Michael was telling me not to respond.
What was he texting you?
Just about random shit. Nothing important.
Just totally unhelpful. You understand, people have no idea. Like, no one knows what that means. Tell people what it means. What did you guys talk about?
I mean, let me look.
Yeah, we have the technology. It's not like we're asking you to recall a conversation over the phone.
He had like asked me if I saw a movie that he was watching, and I said, yeah.
Oh my God. We're kicking you off soon. If you don't come back to LA soon, we're kicking you off the fucking podcast. This is insane.
I said, yeah.
Oh my God. Just be a storyteller. You're a professional storyteller. You're a brilliant writer. You know what's entertaining
We were
to
not
people.
Texting about anything exciting.
No, but the point is, what's the gist? What's the takeaway? Right? Because you said, oh, he just wants to be friends. Oh, he doesn't want a relationship. Oh, and then you're fucking all the time.
So
you're fucking all the time and texting all the time.
He's really not acting like he wants to be friends.
How is he acting?
He's acting like he wants to date me. He wants to talk to me all the time.
He's acting like he wants to be your hoe.
Mm.
He's really acting like a hoe. Is that accurate?
He's trying to get that mommy salami.
So then he asked me when I was leaving and if I wanted to hang out before.
All right,
Why
sorry,
so goddamn
Rachel.
Funny?
We're having fun. You would understand if you didn't leave LA, if you cared about us, really. Okay, tell the story. People are getting bored.
He asked if I want to hang out before I leave. And I said, sure. And I went over there and I asked him if he was a serial monogamist. That's my theory, that he's always been in relationships and he just got out of another one. And he's trying not to get in a new one. And that's why he said all that shit about wanting to be friends, because he would think that I would want to be his girlfriend if we hooked up. And
it doesn't make sense. You have to actually lay out a true argument. You have to explain.
Why is that not?
That story is like Swiss cheese. You have to explain the holes.
Well, what are the holes in the story for you?
The hole in the story is that he said, I've got a confession to make. I'm really, really into you, but I don't want to fuck you. That's the hole. You need an explanation to fill that hole. Why would he do that? Why would he say, I really want to fuck you, but I can't fuck you? And you're saying it's because he was convinced that you wanted to be serious with him? Did you give him any indication that you thought that?
I mean, I don't think I did.
I think Michael's right. I think he doesn't want a girlfriend and he wants a pimp.
Yeah, I think what's happening now is that Rachel's turning this dude out hard. Because she's mean.
Because I'm mean?
Yeah, you're a cruel person. Okay, so anyway, did you just go straight into it? You were like, you bust down the door, you kick down the door. You a fucking serial monogamist?
Yeah.
And he said,
pretty much. He said, yeah. He gets into relationships super fast.
This is how you know Rachel's full of shit, is because she gives us an explanation that doesn't make any sense. And then she makes this claim. She's like, yeah, I think he's a serial monogamist. But really, she already has the story where she asked him and he says yes. So it's circular. It's like it doesn't explain anything.
I thought this before I had this conversation with him. I said this last week.
You have not convinced anyone.
Just because I haven't convinced anyone doesn't mean I haven't said it.
We released the first episode today, and people have been texting me, writing in, calling like mad, and they all agree. I'm actually being serious here. I've actually had several people tell me, I think you're right. I think he's got a girl. I'm not saying you're not right. I'm saying give us an actual argument that explains it, that makes it make sense. You have to convince us. Andrew and I are the jury. You're the prosecutor, or maybe you're the defense. I'm not
the fucking prosecution. Are you kidding me?
I think I'm the prosecution.
I'm clearly the defense, you dip.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
I think I'm the judge.
He's got a girlfriend. Yeah, I think the audience is the jury.
Yeah.
And you do the sentencing.
Yeah.
What are you going to sentence him to if he's got a girlfriend?
I just want one of those sexy hammers.
So what happened? Why do you take so long?
I do not take so long.
You don't make a good argument. You don't explain stuff in a way that is cohesive so that the audience can understand. You leave.
This is going to be just like the most insane thing about this podcast is constantly I'll be trying to tell stories and not telling them well. And Michael's going to be like, get off this fucking podcast.
I don't know if I can hear any more about Doug. Like, no more details. Just what's going on?
Yeah, what the fuck is going on? Did you find out what does he have a girlfriend secretly? Does he want to be? Listen.
How would I find that out if he secretly had a girlfriend? If he was trying to keep that from me, how would I find that out?
This is insulting now. Now you're insulting the audience that like you're playing so dumb. Like there's no way to figure out whether he's cheating on his girlfriend. People have been doing this for centuries, figuring out whether the person that they're dating is secretly cheating on them.
You could hire a private investigator.
All right, well, I'm not doing that.
No, because you don't want to do it, because you just want to believe this weird story that you concocted.
Well, what do you want out of it, Rachel? Like, what are you trying to get?
I don't know what I want out of it. I don't have a goal.
I mean, are you getting something out of it that you like?
I like hanging out with him. I like having sex with him.
Why do you hate our audience? Why do you hate our audience?
Because they agree with you too much.
Aren't you thinking about them? Aren't you thinking about what they want out of this? And you just
I'm incredibly selfish.
And listen, we went into this whole thing last week where we basically gave you the chance. We were like, listen, I get it that last week you were in a daze of dick. Your first priority wasn't the podcast. It wasn't our beloved listeners, our cherished listeners. But we told you, we said, hey, we're going to cut this thing short right now. We're going to move on to our guest because Rachel doesn't have anything.
I told you this week I didn't have anything.
This is bananas to me. Andrew, you're going to have to like take over or something because I don't understand what she's saying to me. We told her last week, we were like, you just don't care about the audience? Like, can you please go get some answers for us? Did that happen? Am I going crazy? Did that happen, Andrew?
I'm a little dissatisfied with the investigative.
The truth is, and I want everyone in the audience, I want people to write in and tell us what they think about this. You made us, and I appreciate you, and I think Andrew appreciates you too. But right now, Rachel's really making a strong case for the fact that she cares about one thing and one thing only, and that's dick, because she doesn't want to confront the situation, to get answers, to find out the truth that you at home have been begging for.
Yeah. I mean, you got to remember everyone else is not getting the dick that you're getting. Like, we need answers.
Yeah. That's all we're asking for. It's a small ask. Why don't you care about the audience, Rachel?
He called me right before we started tonight.
Oh my God.
To say what? If this doesn't have some kind of meat in it, we're going to hang up on you. Are you fucking... I mean, you really don't have anything.
I think we need to hire a private investigator.
If by next week we don't get some answers...
We're going to call Doug on the podcast.
We're going to call Doug. He's going to come on as a guest on the podcast.
And Michael and I are going to get to ask whatever questions we want to ask.
We're going to get to the bottom of it.
That's the problem. Rachel's already got to the bottom. And we need to get to the bottom.
We need to get to the bottom. Not everybody's getting that hog around here, okay? But
I hate this idea.
Well, then, if I were you, have
homework.
Some fucking answers. Okay.
I'm out of town.
This has been Sunday Morning Orgy. That's
Love
it.
You guys.
If you want to write in,
Christ Almighty,
if you want to hear, if you have questions,
please write in.
If you
send pics,
it's sundaymorningorgy@gmail.com. Right? .com.
We have a Twitter and Instagram. Send in your questions. We want to hear from you. We want to know what is troubling you. We're here to help.
We're here to help.
Because everybody wants more love in their life, and everybody wants more sex in their life. And that's why we're here. And everyone wants to be a pimp. Everyone wants to be a slut. Everyone wants to be a hoe.
Everybody wants some titty balls up in their mouth.
Titty balls? All right, that's it.
Sunday